I'm here with Lannum, head of IR at Covidien, but not for much longer, I believe. You're off to, somewhere new. This is going to be your last IR Awards as a Covidien IRO. How does that make you feel?
A little bit sad, a little bit bittersweet. Actually, tomorrow is my last official day at Covidien, so the timing of the awards and the timing of leaving Medtronic Covidien are in synchronicity. But yeah, it's a little sad having done this for a long time and having seen Covidien rise from being an unknown brand new company to finally being taken out. It was a lot of fun, but it was a little sad. This year, it was all about the merger. This was the Medtronic Covidien deal. Just to put in perspective, depending on how you measure it, one of the 10 biggest mergers in the history of mankind. $100 billion plus merger, big deal. 2 mega cap companies. A lot of controversy, given the fact that it was done as an inversion, right? Whenever a lot of the inversion problems or controversy was out there, and so I think one thing that we tried to do is make sure that we didn't just put our feet up and take the time off. Until very literally the day the deal closed, we were open for business every single day, still spoke to shareholders. It was a different mix of shareholders, as you might expect, a lot of risk arb guys, a lot of people who didn't know the story that well. But we kept our philosophy of treating everybody the same, regardless of who they are.
And you're off to work, I believe, with Mallinckrodt as of tomorrow. And they're a team you must have worked with closely, because last year you won the award for the best transaction when you span off that business. Is that going to be something that's going to take a bit of learning to get used to again, or are you confident that it's going to be right back into a company you're familiar with, a community you're familiar with as well? Yeah,
it's an interesting story, because this is actually the 3rd time that I've worked for Mallinckrodt. I got my career start there in IR back in the early 90s, and then of course they were part of Covidien for a number of years till we spun them off, and now working there full time again. The fascinating thing is, when we spun them off, they were a $2 billion market cap company. They are now a $14 billion market cap company less than a year and a half later. So they have done a lot of significant changes. So while I know the base story really, really well, and I know a lot of the players really well, in many ways, I'm learning a brand new story, because it has changed. I would argue it may be one of the more changed companies of any company out there in such a short period of time. A lot of that was through M&A as well. So new products, new things that I'm not familiar with. So I have a pretty steep learning curve. The recognition to me is I think really neat, because it's the investment community voting. At the end of the day, you don't control it, I don't control it, our customers control it. And I like that concept. And for those people who get nominated, given the fact that there are so many great companies out there, and so many companies that have to deal with the street so much, I think it's an incredible honor.